Okay.
I hope it looks fantastic. It looks like should look fantastic.
Fantastical.
Fantastical. How does it look? Can you see it from there in the little slither? Am I in the middle? No.
So I'm gonna assume you're in the middle, cause right where you're sitting, the square is like right
Hey,
there.
let's go, nigga. No. Alright, so I'm gonna shift on over. Shift on over, Shandy. You got a soundboard too, you know. Soundboard words about to be great. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of the Smoking Strokes podcast with your host Shan Mac. It's the wrong sound. I want the other sound for you. Nope. The last one on that row though. No, it's the other row. Then. It's only 2 rows.
Oh.
And I am her co-host, Deuce Jones. I want the yay too.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh.
Let me give you what I'm gonna give you.
Oh shit.
We gonna get there.
Okay.
You know I'm gonna give you the good stuff.
Innuendos all over the place. We just started the show, damn. We just started the show. Hey, welcome back to another week of Deuce Jones and Shan Mac in front of the metallic phallus, giving our input on things that are going on in the world.
A little bit of everything.
You know, we do not do the news here. We simply share our opinions. That's it. That's all we're here to do, and all that good stuff.
Have a little fun. Have a little chit chat.
You know, good times. Good times. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight.
Get down tonight.
How you been, baby? It's been, I think, maybe like a week, maybe 2 since we've been in
Something
here.
like that.
So let the people know what's going on. What's going on with you? How you feeling? How's pregnancy treating you? All that good stuff. Give us a recap.
Okay. So I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I'm pretty good. Don't be giving me that face.
About to say, you're not just giving us okay. It's not what people came for. Okay.
I was gonna say we are 20 weeks today.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, you got it. Go ahead.
Got it?
No,
you
you got it. You beat me there. Yeah, lit. 20 weeks, dude.
I mean, it's fine. It's our show. We could do what we want.
It's 20 weeks, dog. Halfway there.
We be swearing up here, y'all. So
It's halfway there.
yeah.
I'm lit.
Yeah.
I'm lit. Okay, let's pull it back together.
That was pulling it back
Yeah,
together.
that's the pull it back together sound.
Okay.
All right.
I like that.
So, as you were saying, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No interruption. We was having a little fun, but
Right.
yeah, I think we're pretty good. A lot of kicking, a lot of flutters. Very hungry. Very hungry. Just like right now.
Tell me about it.
Right now.
Hey, any of y'all that's out there trying to get ready to have kids or things of that nature, just take that as a...
Or if you're in the pregnancy boat already.
It didn't let me do it as fast as I wanted to the second time. You spoke over it.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm used to it. Mwah. You should be too.
I am.
Oh, don't be sitting over there trying to think I'm throwing some malice. Ain't nobody throwing no malice.
I
But
didn't
love
think
me,
you
girl.
I didn't think you was
Oh,
throwing
okay.
no malice.
Cool.
And I do love you.
All right.
That's why we here.
Exactly. How?
I was gonna say something. Oh, pregnancy brain is a real thing. You gonna forget everything in every moment.
Message.
It's something.
It's something. I've been, as your witness, I want to say, I've been able to attest to its effect on the household. And it doesn't have to be a bad effect, right? Like, I think that's where people get things misconstrued about pregnancy. It's not necessarily a bad effect. It just pops up from time to time. It's like, oh, snap, that was vital information that we didn't share.
I was going to say it's not all bad, but it's not all great either. Like
phone bill.
Yeah.
What? I thought we didn't.
No.
Oh. All right. Well, how many months ago was that? Yeah, dog. You was in the fog. We was both in the fog. This is new to us still. It's a brand new process. So it is what it is. You know?
Yeah. There are definitely some beautiful things about pregnancy, but then there are a lot of things that aren't so beautiful. And for me personally, like the brain fog is one of them, because I like to be, I'm usually for the most part pretty structured and on top of things, but I feel like I'm constantly walking into the kitchen and going, what did I come in here for?
Oh,
that's like the best way I can compare
that
where my mind is.
It might be heightened because you're in your 30s now. So, you know.
I think it's a mixture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might be heightened even more now because you're in your 30s. Because I feel like, right, like after 25, that starts kicking in on a regular anyway, right? Like where you walk into a target destination, you walk into a target destination, and then you get there and you're like, wait a minute. What did I take them 30 steps for? What was I coming to the freezer? Where I got my cup in my hand. There's ice in it already. Yeah, exactly. Like, I already ate. I need to go to the bathroom. Like, where was my body taking me? How many times in your younger years, right? Like, I guess this is a conversation for later, but we gotta hit it now. Like, how many times in your younger years have you caught yourself just doing things on autopilot and being shocked after the fact? Like, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten home on autopilot and I had no idea.
But I was just gonna say, like, now to me, and this is just like my opinion, the biggest time I can catch myself on autopilot is at work.
For sure. For sure.
Is at work. Like, when it comes to my personal time, and I feel like work has that like effect on us because it's such a mundane thing.
It consumes all of our time.
It does. And your brain.
Life.
You're remembering names, you're remembering your duties for the day. Like, there are so many things that come into play. And
did I do my TheraP today? Did I
finish the notes?
I know I didn't leave that building without doing TheraP. Oh, damn.
Oh, my God. Did everybody eat? I didn't eat. I forgot to eat. But did everybody else eat?
Yo, shout out to the group home workers, because that's like the one like super play being in the group home. Like, granted, you got to cook specific dietary food for them, but you could be in the kitchen all day and won't nobody say nothing to you. Nobody say nothing. Make the breakfast. Make yourself some breakfast. Right? Bring your own stuff. Please don't get yourself in trouble. Bring your own material. But, like, you could literally spend your whole day in the kitchen just making sure everybody's stuff is good and cook yourself your own meal. Versus,
I was just about to say, shout out to the healthcare workers like me who forget to eat. I don't forget to eat so much now.
I was about to say.
Being pregnant. But before, I would go like the whole 12 or 16-hour shift sometimes and then get home and be like, what is wrong with me? And then think about it and be like, oh, I didn't eat anything.
You deserve one of those each time. Okay? We're a village, goddammit. If I don't say something, who will?
Apparently nobody, because
I don't know. That's just, it seems like it's a healthcare worker thing, though. We don't complain. We don't complain.
No.
We forget about ourselves and we don't complain about it until we get home and have time to ourselves. We're like, yo, what am I doing?
Because you actually had time to think about everything. The only thing we're like, for us at the hospital, the only thing we really get to complain about is the equipment. Like, on my unit, we just got the new iPhones for us to text each other and to get texts from the doctors and the lab and all that stuff. But the vital cards half work, our computers half work, the scanners to scan the patients half work.
That means that Yale just got a partnership with Apple. That's all that means.
This is like the second or third time in the past year that we've gotten new phones.
They got a partnership with Apple, and instead of giving y'all phones or a phone plan, they was like, nah, take the phones that they use here. And
for your shift.
What? We gonna give these to another floor or a whole other building. Get these old ones away. All right, we gonna upgrade those. The play. It's the play.
But don't worry about your equipment. You don't need none of that.
Huh?
You'll make it work.
You know, that's the place where young adults learn evil. You know, so.
That's the acronym that he learned from somebody at his job about.
We're not going to speak too much on the place where young adults learn evil because, you know, we don't want no lawsuits or anything. But if y'all smart, y'all can figure out who we talking about.
They're all jokes, y'all.
Just saying. God damn it. God damn you. All right, so apparently I can't double tap. Like, I got to tap something else first. Yeah! There we go. I felt like that punch was more so for me taking that long to get the punch out. Anyway, real quick, not to sound selfish or anything, but my week was great.
I was just about to ask you because we dove right
I know, and I wanted to try to segue back instead of, you know,
we will.
But, you know,
we'll
work on it. The chemistry in audio, because at home the chemistry is chaotic, but that's what makes us work.
I know, but I think that's why it's working here, because it's not chaotic, but it's a little sporadic,
a little real.
This is really us, y'all.
No, were you done explaining how you been for the past week, besides like pregnancy brain and going through work stuff? Like, good?
I've been good. I've been a little upset just because I feel like when it comes to my craft, like art and things like that, I don't want to say I don't feed into myself enough. I think more so of when I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm about to do this, something in my mind is just like, we don't enjoy this anymore. We don't want to do it. And I'm like, why?
Understood. But that's why. I understand that about you only because I've been with you for so long, right? I've been with you for so long, so I understand that. And I try to exercise certain things like the pod, where it's like, all right, well, now that I have your what's the word? Dedication to this, I'm gonna try to push it. So every Tuesday now I'm gonna see, oh, do you really want to go in today? I'm tired, baby. Let's just stay home. No, baby, let's get up. Let's go. All right, cool.
Is that why you did that this morning?
Because with your own art, right? Like you get in your own way. You stop yourself. We all do.
I was just gonna say, like we all do.
Yeah, we all do. I do it with music on a regular basis. So you see me, and then you be kicking my ass about it. So
we all get to that creative block, creative wall.
And especially giving some grace right now, especially right now with the, you know. So I figure your mind is already playing enough tricks on you. And who's to say that you're not just psyching yourself out from doing the art because you don't want to be upset about what you make, or you don't want to be upset that something didn't come out the way that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I figure let's just take that responsibility away from you. Just come talk. Let's just talk about stuff that we talk about on a regular basis anyway and make content out of it and speak on it. Ron does have a great idea, though. Like, I had a great idea from what Ron said. I'm going to set up the other camera. We're going to set up the other tripod and have it opposite. So when we are ready to post it or whatever, we'll watch it back, the playback. And then once you're comfortable enough, we'll put that up there. That way it can actually go back and forth between our conversations. And it's not just on me. And snippets and stuff, not on the lives or anything like that.
I was going to say, that sounds good.
Okay.
We can baby step there.
Baby stepping.
That'll be our first little step.
But, yeah, this whole experience is to make sure all the creative stuff is still knocked on and touched on a daily or a weekly basis, and hopefully it gets something stirring up in you for when we leave and I start doing editing. You like, I'm gonna paint something today, you know?
I think that'll be nice, and I like that.
Hey, I try.
You be doing.
The Libra in me. I'm sorry.
You in the balance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the balance. I hate that I sound so hubris or anything when I bring up to people that, you know, my name does mean divine, right? So I do count myself as a little intervention for most people that I come across. So you just got the intervention 24/7, and I'm sorry that I'm always going to remind yourself about yourself, but and what you're working with, but yeah.
You don't have to apologize. I feel like everybody needs a little something like that. So for the creatives watching, listening, tuning in, this for y'all too. You could do it. You're going to be all right.
Those kissy lips weren't for you, though.
No, they were for me.
Those were for her. I got to remember that I'm on camera. So, yeah. Yeah. My week was great. My past 2 weeks have been great. I have not, like, I've had moments of, like, getting in my head, but nothing's really got me down recently besides, like, thinking of those that aren't here anymore or something of that nature.
It's understandable.
Celebrated some birthdays. We went to a wedding reception. That was fun.
Went to a baby shower.
That was fun.
Busy weekend.
Yeah, it was cool. Booked and busy. Working on music. Music is out. Another track should be out this week. I'm not pressuring myself because it's I have 3 more to put out this year, and then I get to start all over again next year. So, thank you. But yeah, I mean, hopefully I could do like a full little playlist of each year like I was intending to do, like I usually do, but ain't nobody paying for all them subscriptions right now, so
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, unless they want to do it themselves, like, yeah.
I was gonna say I want to say that's not what puts a damper on it, but that's what'll make you
like, they up there, they just not as a cohesive project all together. They're all labeled as singles, so you can find all of them, and soon enough I'll get the permits to make that playlist and it be like a set thing. But until I post it as a playlist or an album, they're out there just separately. Go check them out. Do Say Jones on all your platforms. Bow, 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 bow.
Do say if I do say.
Thank you, Movie.
You're welcome.
Wait. Not fast enough.
Do say Jones.
I'm working on it. I gotta get this watch out the way during the show. The clink is this usually what throws me off. Yeah, besides that, work is cool. Or cool enough, right?
I get that.
Not really stressing too much. My dreams have been weird recently.
Same.
Dreams have been on one. I don't know if it's like a mash of the movies we've been watching, video games we may be playing. I don't know what it is, but my dreams have been on one recently, so I've been trying to do some interpreting of my own of that. Interesting enough, if we want to ever, right, get a dream interpreter, I thought it was funny when I saw this story, or at least the link, because I don't think I have the story anywhere available at the moment. But it essentially said that you can set up ChatGPT to be like a dream index.
As nice as that also sounds kind of scary.
I mean, it's just going off of its collected data that it has off of all internet servers and telling you what most therapists or anybody in that, you know, realm of working would say to you.
And I definitely get that. But I guess,
like, we trust Siri and Google to do that already. But now it's just on steroids.
I know, and that's what I was going to say. Even when you go to Google, it's like you put certain, same for Siri, you put certain things in there and now you're dying. And that's why I said, to me, it's a little...
Okay, but luckily ChatGPT, right, and I think a few other sites that are AI bound or things of that nature, they have guidelines,
They do, which is a
So,
good thing.
you know,
It's a great thing.
it's not the absolute do or die here, but yeah, there are guidelines, so it makes it a little easier and more convenient, and gives you a little bit more confidence in using said tools. But I thought that was interesting. Something I might do just for fun, just for the speculatives.
I think that'll be a good thing.
Speaking on other speculatives, we're not gonna be here too long. We're gonna be here long enough. I spoke about this on Fix Your Crown Pod with 2Ds on all your platforms. Go check that out. Yesterday, I think, right? Damn, now, where was I going with this? What were we just speaking on? I'm sorry.
We were speaking
Chat.
on dreams. We were speaking on work. Work was like
No,
beginning.
we just talked about the chat.
We were talking about interpreting dreams on the chat and how there are guidelines and that you were going to give it a try.
Oh, speculative. Here's where I was going. So, yeah, yesterday we had spoken on something I would like to go to with you at some point in time in the future. Just to be speculative.
The little sexy con thing.
It's eroticon, okay? That's what it's called.
Y'all, I just be
Sexycon.
making up little things because that's where my mind
You
connects it
just
to.
downgraded everything.
It's sexy con.
It's eroticon. Make it sound at least professional. Sexy con just sounds like, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, it's people that other people think are sexy. You might think they're sexy. I might think they're sexy. Sexy con.
It sounds mad juvenile.
Call it what you want.
All right. Anyhow, so I was just saying that I think it would be interesting to walk around eroticon with your spouse, right? Versus being there alone and putting out the impression that you may be, lonely.
I get that.
No judgment,
No.
but you're there for the event and you're paying to do certain things as a single man or woman, right? And
a single person.
I'm trying to figure out why you invested so much money to come here to partake in the event. Not like be a part of the event, like to walk around
and touch people.
And touch people, pay to touch people, or be touched, and publicly.
And this isn't to kink shame,
No.
yuck anybody's yum, or to be judgmental. It's just
a thought.
It's just a thought, and I'd say a couple questions.
Right, but
a couple questions.
I feel like there is a difference between going by yourself or going with a group of other men, right? Because even that still, to me, is like, it's weird, guys.
You gotta have some kind of diversity in the group, just so you can.
I still feels weird. Group of women and or men.
No, but that's why I said some diversity. It can't just be. I mean, if that's.
I feel like it would
what
have
you're
to be
comfortable
relationship based. Like it had to be couples based, bro. Like that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Couples walking through eroticon makes plenty of sense to me. You looking for new things, stuff y'all might try.
Questions you guys have for like in the bedroom or outside the bedroom.
Maybe y'all ran into a star or two that y'all are familiar with. You know what I'm like? All this versus you walking around paying to have somebody give you a lap dance.
To go home and jerk off by yourself.
It's just weird. I don't want to say weird. It's questionable, bruh. It's questionable.
I can definitely see where the red flags would come up depending on, and this will probably sound judgy, but depending on the person, when you're looking at them outside looking in.
No, because even some big muscular bound bros, I'll be looking at them like.
But that's why I said outside looking in,
My boy, what
you
you
be
doing?
looking like,
Why are you here, dog? You could probably, like, bench pressing alone, you could probably get somebody,
That's all on self-esteem and self-image.
You right. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's why I said we're not judging. Nobody's judging anybody here.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there because I think there is a big difference between going single and going with your spouse or potential spouse. Like that seems like a really good 10th date type deal. Like if y'all are that comfortable with each other enough.
I was gonna say I don't know about 10th date, but definitely not
Not
the first few.
No.
Definitely not the first few. But if you guys are,
I was trying to say further down the line,
I knew what you meant.
Couple months in, y'all
Yeah.
really trying to get to know each other now. Like that's like on the same level to me as the Sex Museum in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like you don't go there for the first date. And that's not a first date place. I can't see it being a first date place.
No,
because it's just insinuating so much.
I was gonna say I feel like the ice cream museum would be like the first date, but
or balloons.
Yeah, that one, or the Aztec house with the art and it's like moving around. I feel like that would be like a really nice.
But the
first
Sex
date,
Museum, my boy. The
Yeah.
Wax Museum, even.
Yeah, because
Right.
I was gonna say with the Sex Museum, if you guys are open and comfortable like that, then kudos to y'all. But if you're getting to know this person and you see them do something with something that you weren't ready for them to see, or that's gonna make you look at them and go,
Okay. I didn't want to stay on it too long. I just wanted to see. Real quick. On to some other news because we gotta cover some news before we go. We gonna talk about that later. Shout out to all the veterans. Past week was Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day,
Happy
y'all.
Veterans Day to all of y'all. Hit that button. Either one. Happy Veterans Day, babe.
Thank you. Happy Veterans Day, babe.
Oh, thank you, love. Yeah, so want to make sure we got that done, right? I saw this and it made me upset. Despite being the attack victim, Damian Pickett was charged with third-degree assault from what all black people are calling the Montgomery Tea Party.
It's really shitty.
Isn't it? Over there doing his job, still got charged after getting jumped, essentially, and having people come to his rescue. Yeah, I don't understand it. It goes to show you how our justice system really works at the end of the day. There's clear footage of what happened from beginning to end.
That and money rules everything.
Yeah.
If
somebody turned around and probably said he insinuated a riot or something.
Mm-hmm. That was how it was probably depicted.
We'll go to court November 21st. The complaint case is Zachary Shipman, who is also facing assault charges. The complainant in the case is the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't want to understand how that part of the law works. I do it for my own sanity and the protection of my family, but just it's kind of heartbreaking to know that even in defending yourself with full
what
evidence,
you would think.
Still they turn around and that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's that. What else happened recently that I thought was kind of heartbreaking? I'm trying to get all the bad stuff out the way first. All right. Kel Mitchell was reportedly hospitalized in Los Angeles last week. But since then, he's come out and made an announcement, that he's doing well, and he's thanked everybody for their prayers and things of that nature. So we wanted to give a shout out to that. Two more things in this area, okay? First thing, sadly, it has been reported that Young Thug's lyrics will be used against him in his up-and-coming trial, I believe, that starts this month as well. Lyrics will be allowed to be admitted in the up-and-coming trial, first as Fulton County Judge Uriel Glanville, said Thursday's hearing, such lyrics will be subject to a complete foundation being met and may be subject to an additional objections, which is court fodder for, yeah, we about to try to get you, which is horrible. Again, back to the law system. You know how these things work, especially if you're, not to say that Thug was in character, but, you know, let's use this scenario as an example for anybody else that ends up in something similar in the future. Hopefully not. But it's basically stating if you portray a specific character in your music, that they can later take all that, everything you said, and play it back in the court and use it against you.
I was going to say, that's just like when they read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, it's not true.
They said you wasn't silent.
So keep an eye out on that. That should be interesting. And the last bad bit of news that I wanted to speak on before we get on to the fun stuff and try to do that all in like 45 minutes. Keke Palmer went through something recently, and I'm just opening it up. Last week, Keke Palmer was granted temporary restraining order against her ex and the father of her son, Darius Jackson, after he was accused of abusing her multiple times. Now, Darius is denying the allegations. He claims that the latest issue between the two stemmed from a disagreement about the custody of their son. So you're not even like with her already, and you still causing a ruckus in this woman's house.
And you're on camera.
Like, she's not who she is. And that was my discussion with it yesterday. Like, I'm more so focused on the fact that, like, who do you think you are, bro? And not to be in y'all business, but it sounds like you and your brother may have a history of this, and any person that has a history of this. What do y'all think the outcome is dealing with anybody from our generations? Whether it be judicially or not, what do you think the outcome is going to be one way or the other? And I don't advocate none of that, but still, like, bro, you touch somebody's daughter, sister, cousin. Mom, cousin, and yeah,
friend.
Who do you think's gonna happen? All right,
how
cool.
do you think it's gonna play out for you?
Well, how is her mom supposed to text you or respond to hearing that such things allegedly happen?
And to see clips of it.
Yeah, that's so. You deserved what happened to you, bro. You deserve whatever happened at Usher's show. You really do. You gotta laugh in the mic so they know I'm not corny.
Sorry.
Thank you. But yeah, I wanted your input on this, because I feel like, I don't know, I just wanted a woman's input on this more so. I didn't really want to talk to the dudes about this.
No, I get it. I don't know. It's pretty shitty and you know, it's not to come at him, even though he seems like he's I don't know. I don't know how to put it. No, I don't have any nice words. Not even a little bit of nice words. Just keep yourself to yourself. You can't be out here putting your hands on people, doing all this extra nonsense, and then trying to say or have somebody come to bat for you for your character when they know what kind of person you are. Your siblings know what kind of person you are. Out of anybody in the world, they know you.
That's all we say.
Mm-hmm.
But
so I don't know. Prayers out to Keke. Prayers out to the baby.
Prayers to all parties involved.
Mm-hmm.
I want the best for everybody. Just learn to keep your hands to yourself.
Just like I used to say to the preschoolers, keep yourself to yourself.
Keep yourself to yourself. If you can't communicate it effectively and without yelling or whatever, you probably don't need to communicate it. Not right now.
Yeah.
Get it together. As Morty said, get your shit together.
Put it in a box.
Put it in a box. Go down to the shit store.
Because when the next person comes out because you didn't keep yourself to yourself and they don't keep themselves to yourself, don't be looking for help.
They gonna get your shit together.
That's what I said. Don't be looking for help.
They gonna have it all together in the box.
What my mom say, they gonna clean you right up.
Yeah. But off of the bad stuff. On to some good stuff. On to some lighter news and interesting stuff. Damn, I don't want to call that interesting and then bop into that. That'd be later. It just sounds bad. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Announcements. Let me make sure that I read it correctly. So, oh no, there's nothing to read. Beyonce is releasing a movie, y'all.
I heard.
Beyonce is doing the Renaissance Tour movie, and everybody that wasn't able to see the Renaissance Tour, guess what? You ain't got to worry about it, because she got you covered.
It's a new birth. I hope you feel liberated, but the Renaissance is not over.
It's not over.
I think something that I was reading a lot of places already saw.
I bet they did. It's Beyonce. What did we what did we expect, right?
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Telling everybody. Everybody?
Everybody.
Yeah. You won't break my shirt. Yeah, that's about to be crazy.
I know. I want to see it.
She made mad millions off of the tour alone and then was like, you know what? Everybody can see it.
I know. But that was why.
Yeah, smart.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest play. What you got?
I was going to say, speaking on music, I seen a little video on TikTok, and then I started seeing, I guess, corresponding videos on Instagram. Music videos as kids. What was one that just messed you up? Like you wasn't ready for it? Because the girl who did the video, she said a lot of Busta Rhymes videos did it for her. Like she used to have nightmares.
Oh. I could get that. Especially to give me some more video. I could get that if you were around a specific age when that video came out. It probably shook you to the core a little bit. Thriller's definitely one that was on the list when I was younger that got me. And then, was it Khalees? I Hate You So Much Right Now. And it was like a clay doll walking through the dark. It was on some like Nightmare Before Christmas type. Yeah, that video got me. I wasn't ready for that one.
Somebody else had like a little clay doll in one of their videos.
That's the one that's etch-a-sketched in my brain. Out of that one, it's engraved in there. I can't think. Before we go too far on music, right? I just wanted to, like, because we was talking about B real quick. I just wanted to point out the fact that, I don't think that the Les Twins dancer has 37 children. I don't.
I hope.
I hope that's not the case. The tour wasn't that long. Like, I don't.
Unless you combining both of them and just saying that it's one.
I don't think he had 37 children. Like, and was unaware this whole time until now.
I mean, I wouldn't say if it was to be true, like we was talking about before, it wouldn't be that he's like unaware. It's just it only took for one person to say.
That's bull. And I don't even like being on this side of the argument. You already know how I feel.
I know.
But it's like I was
I'm not saying that they're all his.
No. I was semi-successful before. So if you wanted something before, you could have said anything before. Anything. At any time. You wait till I'm on tour with Beyonce?
Yeah.
I know. I made the same argument yesterday. But no. Everybody's a victim until they're not. Everybody's guilty until proven otherwise, as somebody says to me all the time.
Because it's true.
Well, them people is guilty then too of bullshitting, because that's what the whole internet is like based off of. Somebody bullshitting, and now there's mad eyes on this one particular page because everybody wants to see the bullshit versus what's actually going on.
That's the clout.
So, I don't know. I hope he doesn't have 37 children. That'd be OD. Suck the soul out of that one. Alright. Oh. I don't wish that on nobody. Please don't have 37 children. That's just wild. And for all of them to pop up, all that responsibility to pop up out of nowhere.
You got better things to do.
Exactly. That's redonkulous.
We think. We feel.
I would
like you
hope
have
so.
better things to do.
I would hope so. Okay.
I was thinking the same thing. Somebody outside was like, yo, did you hear that laugh?
Yeah. Hey, it'd be like that, I guess. Do you have anything that you had to? This your show. What you want to talk about? Timestamp.
I'm sorry. Now I feel kind of blah, blah, blah.
Timestamp. Edit here, Devon.
So I guess we can just kind of go into speaking, since we're talking about celebrities. Whoopi came out and made a statement about millennials and Gen Zs being lazy and not wanting to work more than 4 hours a day. And that's why we're having such a hard time.
Did you send me that clip?
I sent you a clip on Instagram, and I can send you another one on TikTok.
Was it to my Instagram? Or was it to the group?
I
It was
want to
to
say
mine.
both.
It was to mine. It was to mine. Well, keep going. Tell us more.
Yeah, she's pretty much saying, like, that's why we're having such a hard time buying houses and pretty much why we're struggling. But I don't know. I just, that's foolishness to me. I feel like it just took us less time to realize, one, nobody wants to slave for pennies on the dollar. That's number one. Two, how much is it to forget buying a house right now?
Wait,
Cause
hang on. I'm going to get them some context.
Oh, you found the video?
It's going to be harder for you to get a house.
Oh, and don't mention 4 days. No, but
Hold up, lady. We want to hear the whole thing.
To do better than their parents did. Every generation. But I'm sorry, if you only want to work 4 hours, it's going to be harder for you to get a house.
oh, and don't mention 4 days. No, but
I feel for everybody that feels this, but I'm sorry. We busted our
Oh, I thought I was going to let it keep playing. My fault. You lucky, Whoopi.
behinds. We had to bust our behinds because we didn't have the
y'all
option
gave
of
us
going
the housing
back.
crisis, though.
We
But
didn't- listen, we had all kinds of stuff.
No,
coming.
it's true, but
Not
the
a
one thing I'd say is millennials are statistically the first generation that's likely to do worse off than their parents. That's a
You know
real
what? That's what they said to us as well. Every generation is told you're going to do worse than your parents. And you know what? People pick it up and they do what they do and they raise themselves. And this is what you got.
This coming from somebody that's been in Hollywood for the majority of their life. Granted, yes, you worked up to that point until you got
Where you
big
are.
off of the color purple. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time. But there's 3 of y'all that made it pretty big out of that movie. And when it comes to certain issues, we don't hear from y'all at all.
No, unless you're, well, from what I seen from little clips and snippets from her, unless you're trying not to go against the grain.
We don't hear from you at all. Only time we've heard from Whoopi is on LGBTQ.
Yeah, but that's why I said unless she's trying not to go against the grain. You were
She's not a
supporting
rebel.
somebody who was doing blackface because they were your partner at the time, friend, partner, whatever, what so have you.
She's not a rebel. We mess with you because our parents mess with you, I guess, and our grandparents liked you. But like,
Because
for
the
you to
sister
turn
act.
around and not only disrespect the younger generations before or that came after you, right? But now you're kind of shitting on us as well, the melanated folk, because there's no way that any of us survive off of 4 hours.
No. Nowhere.
So what are you talking about? When's the last time you went out and had to work a 40-hour week that wasn't reading some script or sitting in front of some audience XYZ? You enjoy that shit. This is what you signed up for. Again, you've been doing this since like your 20s.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, and granted, yes, everybody who is in the on your feet working world, this is what you signed up for. But unless you're willing to or getting into or learning something new or a new kind of craft or trying to figure out something to go for yourself to make sure that you're going to stay afloat, what do you think is about to happen? Where do you think you're about to be? And for somebody else in the background to say, oh, don't mention the housing crisis, why not?
These are millionaires telling other people to stop being lazy, is what I'm getting at.
I know. I was going to say, and way back when she was around our age, wasn't it like
cheaper?
Everything was
like
cheaper. $2,000 to buy a house.
Everything was cheaper. So
$2,000.
Fuck
dramatic,
Whoopi.
but
Excuse my language. I don't care. Fuck Whoopi. Fuck her stance on that shit. Like, there's no reason. There's no reason. You want to be on some bandwagon. You want to have others that are supposed to represent and be our elders and show us the right way come and back you up and tell you that we don't work. Bro, it's all we've done. Any of us.
That's all we've been
taught.
So
I took that. Exactly. It's all we've been told. So I took it as a shot. Fuck Whoopi. She can suck my dick. Excuse my language. Yeah. Well, where are we going next from here?
Well, I guess since we're talking,
I don't mean no disrespect. I ain't inviting nobody to my dick. That annoys me. She's trash. I don't want nobody's cousins or sons or anything at my door trying to fight me over Whoopi Goldberg. So yes, I sincerely apologize. I ain't mean that like that.
But I was gonna say, I don't even think it's to that. It's just coming from working from the beginning and like going through public school, a melanated household, and being told you have to get a job, you have to go to work, you have to do this to make ends meet. And now I know people who have 2 or 3 jobs and they're still like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Nobody's telling us that we have to. We're just doing it because we need to. Nobody's saying that we have to now. No. So shut the hell up.
And it took
Who are you to turn around and... It took us what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It took us less time to figure out that we don't have to break our spines or
slave ourselves to everybody else's shit.
You don't have to break your soul to make shit happen for you. You don't got to slut yourself out. You don't have to do anything like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, of course, now my Wi-Fi wants to act up a little bit.
It's okay. Timestamp.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. We're going to wrap up soon. We're going to be out by, well, I would like to be out by like 1:30.
Okay.
Another show comes in.
Well, since we're talking about work, I guess we can talk about a different kind of work. Just putting in work for yourself, for whatever it is that gets you up in the morning, that helps you get through the day. Having a routine for yourself. It's important to have something, I guess, self-care wise. That's the best way I can put it. Just to make sure that you're good, to start your day off right. Don't start off in the screen. Ooh, I almost knocked my phone over.
Okay. Did you catch it?
I did.
Don't start your day off in the screen. Were you about to read off a list or something?
I was going to, but now I can't find it. Because I almost knocked over my phone. That was part of the problem.
Well, self-care is definitely very beneficial. I think it gets overlooked. I feel like a lot of people just feel like it's just a shower and that's it. Like, nah, bro. Take time to manicure yourself. Take time to listen to yourself. Take time to make time for yourself.
Oh, I found it.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's just a little morning self-care routine, just for something to do for yourself. Because just to go off of what you said, a lot of people feel like it's just shower, wash your face, and I mean, some people don't even eat or drink any water in the morning. And in this little routine, it's like, I mean, it says wake up early, but wake up when you get up. Wake up for a time that's good for you, unless you really have shit to do that day, then get up when you need to be up. But make sure you hydrate your body, stretch for like 5 to 10 minutes to wake up your mind and your body. Don't start off in the screen. Make sure you journal a little bit. This says create a positive state by journaling 3 things that you are grateful for. Let's see. Prepare a to-do list for the day and visualize the outcome. And this one's from a different post, but I feel like it definitely ties into this for like a self-care routine in the morning. You are your only constant. You're the only thing that's gonna, you know, how could I put it? Like, be there for you and to make sure you're good in the best way.
Mm-hmm.
Your spouse is gonna do that. Your friends are gonna check in when they check in. Well, hopefully your spouse is gonna do that. Babe, I know you're gonna do that, so I'm not worried about that. But you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just make sure you're taking care of you. Everything doesn't start off on IG or TikTok or whatever it is that is screen related in the morning. And sometimes you need a break. Can't always start off with bad news. And since nobody's really watching the news anymore, where else is anybody going to put it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that is the news cycle now. Your timeline is where you find out most things. It's not, you know. I feel like the news just found out that was the next outlet. So.
I can see that. That's definitely true.
Shout out to Marlon Wayans and his child for coming out as transgender. And him, you know, announcing such. I say fuck what people is gonna think, right? Just like you should do, and I'm sure he's done, and hopefully he continues to preach that to his daughter or son, pardon me, son, and they have a well life, you know,
in relationship. And if you didn't see the clip, I think it's important that you do, because it's a transition for the parent and the child,
yeah,
or whomever.
yeah. Anything else, Mom?
Oh, I thought you were trying to play the clip. I'm sorry. No, I think I'm good.
Think you're good.
Yeah.
Quick little fun thing before we go. Xbox announces its first edible chocolate controller. I just thought that was interesting. Like, why? Like, why do I need a chocolate controller?
If your spouse is a gamer on Valentine's Day, get them that. They'll love it. That and some chicken
Edible
wings.
controller?
Yeah.
But what if it's supposed to, like, work?
I don't think it's supposed to work. I think you're supposed to
How
eat
you
it.
supposed to know that?
I feel like it'll melt. It's not. What is that? Even
Nah,
the
it's
M&Ms
nah,
melt
it's a
in your hand,
collector's
so
item. So, nah, bump that. You can't eat it.
I'ma eat it.
Then I can't get it for you, for the gamer that
Isn't
you
that
are.
what Rick Ross said? I'ma eat it. That's what he said. I remember that. That one always makes me laugh.
My baby. Yeah, I think that's all I got this week. Yeah. Oh, there is apparently a movie on Lake Lanier coming out
Oh
soon. I thought that was pretty interesting. I wanted to touch on that. If you don't know and aren't familiar with Lake Lanier, it's a lake in Georgia where a lot of things have transpired within the past 100 years or so. There used to be a black town established there, and things happened to them. You can go look it up for yourself. But ever since, especially recently, there's been a lot of disappearances at Lake Lanier. People have been killed, electrified within the water. Like, a lot of things just randomly happen at Lake Lanier. So it's real ironic that I believe it was Russ, the artist, that said recently that was surprised that nobody had made a horror movie out of Lake Lanier just yet, and our prayers were answered. So, yeah, as a once resident of Georgia, I'm very familiar with Lake Lanier, and I felt the same way. And I am very excited for this movie. I can't wait for it to get out. Hopefully it hits big screens. If we got to bootleg it, I don't really care. I'm going to watch it one way or the other and see if they got it correct.
I'm excited to watch it. I definitely have high hopes for it. And for people who don't know about Lake Lanier, please do your research, number one. And number two, stop going to swim in it.
Yeah.
Stop going to ride your little putt-putt.
Ski-doos.
Yeah, that.
All that.
Stop it.
Leave it there. Don't touch it no more.
No, don't. Just let it be.
Yeah. And with that, we gonna wrap up. It up. Oh, there's also one more thing you guys shouldn't touch anymore. Hang on. Let me make sure I can do this correctly. There's a few things out there you probably shouldn't touch anymore, but I'm gonna focus on this one at the moment.
Just goes back to keep yourself to yourself, y'all.
Damn
that
it
means
now.
more than one thing.
Huh, baby?
I said it just goes back to keep yourself to yourself. It definitely means more than one thing.
Oh. Okay.
No?
I guess so. Yeah. Yes. If they allow me to go back to the video, I want to see that the video emphasizes that as well.
Several brands of frozen strawberries, mixed fruits, and smoothie blends have been linked to an outbreak of hepatitis A, making at least 9 people sick. The recalled products were sold in dozens of states at Walmart, Costco, and H-E-B stores under the brand names Great Value and Raider Farms. Customers are urged to check their freezers and either throw out the products or return them to the store for a refund. Recall.
With that being said, yeah, please be aware of things.
Check your recall list.
And what you're purchasing and the ingredients included in them and all that. It's more vital today than ever.
Because Tyson chicken patties, chicken breast, one of those Tyson products, they're on recall as well. And Kraft cheese, because there is a thin layer of plastic that people are not able to pull off.
They should have put Reese's on the recall before Halloween, but they didn't. And there were worms in a lot of them.
Yes.
Before we go, y'all remember 2020? What you're hearing right now is a group of Caucasians kneeling and asking forgiveness before a group of black people. 2020 was a wild year. A whole bunch of movements and things like this happened. Let's see what else we got on this list. I'm confused as why did this happen, why this lady in the braids is crying so much, like they touched her heart. Real talk. Every time I look at that video, I think the same thing.
She thought it was all over. She thought it ended.
They was out here washing people's feet in North Carolina.
Didn't like government officials come out with like kente cloths and stuff like that?
The government officials came out with kente cloth. They thought it would be acceptable to put themselves in chains and take pictures of that.
Nobody asked for this, y'all.
There's one. It's funny that you said that because underneath the post of the kente cloth, that's the caption says nobody asked for this.
It's true.
Underneath the kente cloth, I'm not gonna read that here. Yeah, y'all can find it. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, 2020 was a weird time. It was a weird time.
You don't want to read it?
No, it's inappropriate. I don't
Oh.
feel like saying that. Yeah, just go Twitter and randomly Google search or Instagram search 2020. I'm sure you'll find very interesting things. But that is the show today, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Hope you guys make your way back to whatever DSP or platform you're listening on and do it all over again. Yeah. Sheehan, got anything coming up? Anything you want to tell the people?
No, I don't really have anything coming up. Nothing extravagant.
Anything you're excited about?
I'm excited for our next ultrasound. I think it's going to be a 3D ultrasound, and we are going to be doing our gender reveal soon, so we're going to know what we're having.
Yeah, you got the buttons. Yeah, absolutely lit about that. Absolutely lit. But that's all.
I think that's all for now. That's all on the. What about you? What's going on with you?
Okay. Again, just working on music. Fix Your Crown Pod is up. This will be up soon on all your DSPs and along with more content. I'm trying to be as productive as possible. Don't have much time to sit around and be leisurely. I want to be hard on myself, and I don't mind it because I want all this to work one way or the other. So that's the plan. And every time I'm going to do one of these closeouts between this show and Fix Your Pod, it's really all I'm talking about. It's just music for all those that are unfamiliar with how Duce runs. It's just going to be music and up-and-coming events and up-and-coming content that I hope to get to and hopefully don't go home and go to sleep on. So, yeah. There's new music up. There should be more new music up by the end of the month. You can catch me on or at Duce Jones again on all your platforms. Fix Your Crown Pod, Twitch, Duce If I Do Say, and IG, all that good stuff. Duce If I Do Say If I as well. We out of here.
Duce Jones.
We will catch you guys next week. Smoke pot, eat twat, smile out. Be fucking great. Bye.
Bye.
Future reference, when we wrap up, would you mind just coming over and hitting the button on either both videos, whether it be IG or this?
I don't mind.